Ishtadlut means putting an effort and trying to do your best. And we know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, by the sweat of your brow you will eat. So we have to do ishtadlut. We have to put our effort. We can't wait for the bracha to fall from the sky without doing anything. However, he says, even though Hashem decrees everything in advance, right? אבל כבר מילתי אמורה שלפעמים כך גזרה חוכמתו יתברך לפי השתדלות וחריצות שיעשו כן יקום דבר. We know that even the zivug, the shidduch of a person is also, or the parnasah of a person is already decreed from before. But still, Hashem says you have to do something. You cannot make it that it will come from the sky without doing anything, right? The Zohar says you don't want to be on the situation where you're getting what? Nehama de kisufa. The poor man's bread. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want to give handouts. Why? Because the poor man's bread, the poor man is never full. The poor man feels that he has shame. It's a shame bread because he says, I don't deserve it. It's a handout. I didn't really earn it. So therefore, a person who eats from his bread after he worked hard for it, it's really satiating. It's really fulfilling. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes it that we have to do ishtadlut in order that we shouldn't feel the poor man's bread. We should feel like we earned our money. We should earn our bracha. So what happens? He says, however, ביותר צריך שתדעו חריצות זריזות רב, להציל לקוחים, למוות טרם יצא הקצף חמד מלך מלא מלחמה ולא רחמנא ליצלן, וכמה פעמים ראינו שמענו מעשים שהיו יכולים להציל לקוחים למוות בדבר קל, מתוך השתדלות או השתבשלות, אומרים אין פחד חוששים להציל ממון. He says a lot of times you could save people, a lot of times you could do great things, and you're just holding yourself back, putting an effort. The person doesn't know. HaKadosh Baruch Hu applauds putting an effort and trying to do your best to do for the community and save a person. However, a person has to know that ishtadlut is not everything. At the same time, sometimes a person can go overboard and think, I have to work overtime. I have to work after hours. I have to do more. I have to think. I have to do a side job. Which segula do I have to do? Which rabbi do I have to talk to? Rabbi, help me get married. Where should I go? Where should I pray? All these things. Person thinks he has to do more and more and more to make it happen, but at the same time, a person has to know everything at the end of the day is a gezerah from Shamayim. It's a gezerah from Shamayim, and therefore you have to have the perfect balance. The person who has more emunah, he can do less ishtadlut. The person who has less emunah, he has to do more ishtadlut. But at the end of the day, like we explained many times before, it's only like opening the faucet. Hashem has to open the faucet, and you have to bring the bowl. If you could bring the biggest bowl, if Hashem didn't open the faucet, it wouldn't come out. So therefore, a person has to make sure that he first has in mind Hashem is the one who's the source. Hashem is the one who gives him, and therefore you pray and you have the zechuyot, and then you say, Hashem, bless my ishtadlut. I'm fulfilling the ishtadlut in order that you should give me. Your decree is you have to do ishtadlut. That's all I'm doing. I'm not thinking that because of me, that's why I made the money. If you think like that, what happens? Then you have ga'ava. You have haughtiness, and you look down at people who have less than you, and you start bossing people around, and you can't stand when people argue with you. Why? Because you give honor to yourself, because you think, I did. What do you mean? I made this money, I made this bracha, I made this atzlacha, that's why I'm successful. So therefore, a person has to know that if you save yourself from thinking like this, you'll save yourself from a lot of bad midot. So a person has to work on reminding himself constantly, yes, we got this big check. It's not because of my ishtadlut. It's because Hashem decreed. I had to do ishtadlut to open the key, to open the lock. But already the bracha was there because Hashem decided. If you're supposed to be wealthy, even if you sell tomatoes on a corner, you're going to be wealthy. If you're not supposed to be wealthy, no matter what you do, and work day and night till tomorrow, you're not going to be wealthy. What's the proof? You see so many people do the same job as you, and they work the same hours as you, and they don't make the same money you do. Or they make more than you, or they make less than you. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's zechut, it's the decree, and it's all about what you choose to bring down the blessing. Which bowl do you bring the blessing down in? So therefore, I implore all of us. Now we go to work. Now we're in the month of Elul. We have to work on ourselves being honest in business. We have to work on ourselves to give tzedakah. And you have to realize when you give tzedakah, Hashem sees that you're doing something trustworthy with the money. Hashem says, oh, you're doing good things with the money, I want to give you more. And this will give us a tremendous zechut coming to the Yemim Noraim. Specifically in this regard, when you show HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, it's your money. You're the one who gave it to me, I'll give it right back to you. And if Hashem promised such a person, he'll give 10 times, 100, 1,000 times fold, B'ezrat Hashem, Baruch